This session is brought to you by Library Aware from EBSCO. Library advocacy is baked into Library Aware's easy-to-use design tools and templates. From email, print, and social templates that make it easy for you to tell your library's story, to branding guidelines and professional designs that help you build a long-term advocacy campaign, Library Aware is your partner for maximum outreach impact. Visit libraryaware.com for more.
Hi guys, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. My name is Ashley.
And I'm Kristen.
And we are the co-founders of Bidding Buddies. What we do is we let you focus on what matters. We work with nonprofits that are raising funds either with their annual campaign or their annual event. And with our extensive knowledge in nonprofit fundraising events, we offer our expertise to empower you to focus on what really matters, and that is reaching your goals. So all of our buddies are here to help you with options ranging from tailored support, data entry services, and on-site services, as well as virtual event services. With having produced over 500 nonprofit events, we've truly seen it all. We're happy to offer free resources to make your fund in need or live auction go off without a hitch. All you have to do is go under services and then data entry services and check out our freebies section. Just go right here. You'll click add to cart, put in your email address, and then we'll email it to you. We offer 3 different services. We offer fundraising services, which are your on-site support, where we can come on to your event and help you run it, help you run your check-in, help you run your check-out, help you record all of the information for your live auction or your ask for donations. We also can help you with your virtual fundraising event. We have 2 packages for that. We have a pre-recorded package where you can send us content and we can create a nice video for you to stream. Or if you would like to do a live streaming virtual event, we also have a package for that as well. We also can help train your volunteers because we know how big of a part that they play in your event, and everybody needs a little help sometimes, especially if they're trying something new or switching to mobile bidding. We also have consulting services where if you just need to bounce ideas off of us, get some different revenue enhancers, or you need connections, you need us to help you find an auctioneer or venues, things like that, we can help you with that as well. And then lastly, we offer data entry services. So we know how valuable your time is, and so we would like to focus on the small stuff so you can focus on the big stuff. So if you need help uploading your guest list or uploading your items into your system, any last minute changes that you might have, we have tons of different options for you that would help you put all of that together. So you can focus on the main event and the fundraising goal.
The reason we created Bidding Buddies is in our experience working with nonprofits over the last 10 years combined, we saw a gap in the customer service area that many of these nonprofits face, because mobile bidding companies more focus on their software and making sure that it is working to create all of those different goals that you have created, meeting all of those. So where it's really lacking in the industry is the customer service part, focusing on that, whether it be your events, whether it be the data entry, whether it be consulting, which is why we created Bidding Buddies. And after many years of working with hundreds of nonprofits, one thing stands out is it's overwhelming. And our buddies know the importance of creating relationships and efforts of timely, knowledgeable, and dedicated help. So we realize there's no one company in the industry that does it all. So we're here to change that. We are giving back the power to you to focus on what matters and to your nonprofit, and to allow you spend time where it's needed most, not where, data entry and filling out all of your stuff for your mobile bidding, or, you know, maybe running the event instead of being able to talk to all your sponsors at the event whenever you're ready to get back to the event. And more importantly, now in creating those virtual fundraising presentations, which is what we're going to get into next in our newest packages, is our virtual fundraising presentations. With our ever-changing world right now, staying connected with your supporters and your audience is even more important than ever. So we wanted to create a couple options for nonprofits to be able to stay connected with their supporters and audiences virtually, since our whole world right now is kind of going into a virtual sense. You want to kind of go along with the way of the world. And now more than ever, creating those presentations for your audience to be able to view from home or anywhere all over the world is of great importance. So with our presentations, we have two different options. And you can pretty much do the same thing in either of the options. It's just depending on whether you would like a pre-recorded video, which you can use throughout the whole year during any kind of campaigns you're collecting donations for. So what that video is we will put together different portions into one presentation. So for an example, like our slideshow, you can create any kind of slideshow that you would like for those presentations. And that is where you can communicate. Here are some examples of different slides that you could use, information about your organization. So your mission, information about your staff, information about what you're doing in the community to give back. You can create different sponsor logos. So if you do decide to do a virtual event and include those sponsors in those slides, you can still give them lots of love and attention. You can create slides, whether it be just for one sponsor or many sponsors, so that way they still get that recognition for helping sponsor your event. And then as well as if you wanted to include pictures, different information about the campaign you're running at that time, really any information that you wanted to put forth to your audience, slideshows are a great way to do that. And that is something that we can combine into your presentation. We have different underlays, different overlays. So whatever information you wanted to create in those slides, lots of different places you can do that. You've got PowerPoint. Canva is also another great tool to be able to use to kind of spruce up those different slide presentations that you have. So next, we're going to talk about the pre-recorded videos that you can connect into your presentation as well. Here are some examples of the pre-recorded videos that you can create that we can include in your presentation. So just like before at your event, most of the time you created mission videos or thank you videos to show exactly what you were collecting donations. Videos into your presentation, just like before. You can include messages from your executives, from your beneficiaries. You can even offer different fun classes that you wanted to create in your presentation video. So any kind of fun ideas and examples, you still want to make sure your virtual fundraising event has some fun elements to it, just so you keep everybody's attention, but at the same time, you still get across your message that you wanted to connect with your audience before. And then finally, some of the things that you can include into either your pre-recorded video or more importantly, if you wanted to actually live stream your events. So lots of different nonprofits are finding a lot of success being able to live stream their event to their audience, whether you do that through Facebook Live, whether you do it through Zoom, or even some of your mobile bidding providers offer that service as well. You can come to your audience live and do anything that you normally would have done at your event. And we can either include that in your pre-recorded video, or if you wanted us to come on site, we can get set up. We've got the cameras, we got the microphones, the lights, everything that you would need to actually record that live video, and we will run that presentation for you. So you don't have to worry about that, and you can just focus on your message and what you want to communicate to your supporters. And some of the different things that you can include into your live streaming would be watch parties. That's something that's very popular right now. So you can create those Zoom meetings to where you can check in on the different watch parties at home, and maybe one of those big donors might have a match and they can talk about that on your live streaming video. And then it's really important later on where we're going to talk about mobile bidding and how to collect all those funds during your live fundraising event. And then you can have your auctioneer auction off some items. So you can still, with some of the mobile bidding providers, they do offer that option where you can live stream and auction off your items. Now, it's super important to make sure you're using something that doesn't have a delay. So Facebook Live isn't necessarily the best option for that because they do have a 15 to 20-second delay.
Yeah.
But if you are using your mobile bidding provider, many of them only have like millisecond delays. Zoom is really good. They only have maybe a 1 to 2 second delay. So it's easier for your auctioneer to be able to see where those bids are and still auction off those items. You can do anything from guest speakers as well. So just like any guest speaker you would have had normally at your events, can still do that through your live streaming. If you have raffle drawings, you can call those raffle drawings off live as well and do that on your virtual fundraising. You can also check in on your thermometer throughout the event. With your mobile bidding provider offers that, we can throw that up on the screen while you're talking about that, or as the auctioneer is going through your funding, call to action, paddle raise, anything that you would have normally done to collect those donations. Text to give is super important right now, and it's a really great tool that you can use, which we'll talk about a little later as well. And then anything really you wanted to communicate to your guests. We've had people who have had bands play during their live performances, anything that you can think of to still bring the fun that you would have normally brought through your event, through your live streaming. You can do it all just with a camera, record it, and send it out to your audience too. At the end of our presentation, we have recorded a pre-recorded video fundraising presentation to give you examples of different things that you can include into those presentations. So we just wanted to create a short little presentation video so you can really see some of the different possibilities, whether it be the slideshows, whether it be the pre-recorded videos. We do a check-in on Zoom so you can see how that live streaming works as well. So at the end of this, you will see that video, so make sure you check it out. And then next, we're going to talk about the importance of mobile bidding and the different ways that can really help, especially in the times we are in now, to be able to collect those funds, still auction off items, all of those things that are important that you would have normally done at your events that you now have to be able to do virtually.
All right, so we all know that silent auctions and fundraising has been around forever, right? But it's always been done on paper. And collecting everything on paper, especially credit card information or payment information, donor information, all by hand, takes a really, really long time. So over the last decade, mobile bidding has emerged, and it is really taking technology and increasing your efficiency and effectiveness in raising money. There are multiple different mobile bidding providers out there, so really just what you would want to do if you have never used mobile bidding before is take the time to determine what you are trying to accomplish and then start shopping some options.
And don't forget, Ashley, we can help you if you need help finding a mobile bidding provider as well.
Absolutely. We have been in this industry pretty much since the beginning when mobile bidding came out. So we know all the ins and outs, the tricks, and the connections at those different places. So we could definitely help you if you need it or you just, need some place to start. And with that, once you have kind of the provider that you would like to use, then you will want to kind of decide what kind of event would you like to have. Are you going to do golf outing? Are you going to do a virtual event? Are you just doing a silent auction? Are you doing a live auction too? How many items do you have? How many guests are you planning on having? What direction do you kind of want to go with your event? And then how can mobile bidding incorporate with that? Another big feature of mobile bidding is the ability to use text to give. So guests can just text their keyword. So what a keyword is it's just a short little like phrase or word that is synonymous with you as an organization that your guests will know, that's easily brandable, and they can just text that, and then you know, you're giving access to hundreds of, maybe even thousands of people to give directly to you in 2 or 3 simple steps. So it's really cutting out all of the little processes that takes a lot of time and a lot of paperwork to accomplish the same thing. And the best part about using mobile bidding, in my opinion, is that you can see your results in real time. So you can truly see, you know, how much money you're raising, and it doesn't take weeks after the fact to kind of calculate everything and bring it all together. Another feature of mobile bidding that is great is that you can direct communicate with your attendees. So you can send them text messages. Some of the companies even let you send them emails. So that's another thing that you have to consider, is how much communication, or what ways do you want to communicate with your donors, with your guests, and what's important to you. So you want to go over that. And then ultimately at the end of the event, you get to keep all of that information. You get to keep who came to your event, who participated in your event. So then that helps you build longtime donors that really want to support you guys over the next 5, 10, 15 years.
Yeah, and it's super easy for all the guests to be able to put in all their information. And then you have that, like Ashley said, to collect through any kind of event, any kind of fundraising that you're doing, whether it's text to give, whether it's your silent auction, because mobile bidding makes it super easy for people to register for any of that. And the whole point of mobile bidding is, like Ashley was talking about, they now can do it from their phones. So instead of being at the event, looking at the piece of paper, writing down their writing down their bid, they can now do it from their phones to make it super simple. And they get text notifications letting them know when they've been outbid. So when people normally would have to go back, check on the paper, now it informs them via text and or email, depending on your mobile bidding provider, to be able to still bid on those auction items. So if you still wanted to collect those items, because it's a great tool to use to be able to still collect funds, you know, lots of organizations are still giving out, lots of companies are still giving out. You can still collect many different services, gift cards, different packages, experiences, whether it be free or whether it be consignment. We can help you with those items too, to be able to fill in all of that gap for your mobile bidding, whether it be for items, whether it be things that maybe you just wanted to raffle off. So if you wanted to just collect a few different big items and sell raffle tickets throughout the summer, sell raffle tickets throughout the fall, and then do that live streaming like we had talked about, to be able to collect those names and the money for that virtually, because they can do it from their phones or computers, anywhere they have an internet connection. Lots of people even do their iPads. So that way they can still purchase all those raffle tickets. You can collect the money for that. And those are great tools to be able to use to collect those funds, to be able to draw those raffle winners for those items.
Yes, and mobile bidding companies are also advancing in the different ways for participants to pay. You know, a lot of them let you pay on with Apple Pay, specifically PayPal, Venmo, all those different
PayPal,
So all those different options are also out there as well, making it even easier for people to participate and help your cause. Another thing that is really cool that you can also do is, if you have a bunch of merchandise or you were donated t-shirts or, you know, any sort of item, the mobile bidding softwares also have an on sale feature. So you can sell specific things, whether it's an ice cream party with your class's teacher, or keychains or water bottles or hats or t-shirts. Like I really love t-shirts.
Or if the kids like created little items in school, huge thing for parents, you know. Or if you wanted to, if you're building a new building and you wanted to sell bricks or sidewalks to have their names
Yeah.
imprinted on them. Another great thing to use. And you can do different donation opportunities too. So if you had different campaigns, let's say you were collecting money to build a playground outside of the school, or you were collecting money to provide beds for your locations, really
Yes.
anything that you can think of, you can create those different donation opportunities as well to be able to collect those donations. And then we can wrap that all up in a little pink ribbon to be able to present that to your supporters so that you can still collect funds during this greater time of need.
And it looks professional. And that is the biggest thing, is you're getting your message across, and it looks great and professional, which just like you are as an organization.
All right, so to wrap things up here shortly, you're going to see our example presentation video, so you can kind of see all the different things that you can do in those videos, whether it be a service where we pre-record those videos, put everything together for you, or we come on site to run that software to be able to live stream out to your audience. And then the different services that we also offer, keep in mind, we have the consulting to where we can work with you and offer our expertise, whether it be different revenue enhancers, different companies that you can work with, event timelines, schedules, where to set up things during the event, different item ideas, anything like that. We can talk with you, bounce ideas off of, work with you in that area. 2, we have our data entry services. So once you do land that mobile bidding provider and you need help inputting that data into the software, because sometimes that can be overwhelming, sitting and learning a new software, rather than you can just hit the easy button and we can do it for you. And then our different fundraising services, whether when you're ready or if you do a hybrid event, we can come on site, run your mobile bidding platform, get all those guests checked in, make sure everything gets in for the data entry during the event, work with the auctioneers, check out, run with the volunteers, everything throughout your whole event. We offer that, training your volunteers. And then most importantly, right now, our virtual fundraising packages, the pre-recorded videos or the live streaming options. And then we can do really anything that you're going to need help with in those 3 areas. And then most important with this, our safety plan that we do have in place, if you do decide to do a hybrid event or you're going back to a full scale event, lots of different organizations are still wanting to host their events. And, you know, many people are chomping at the bit to get out right now. So we will work with whatever, you know, governor orders that you have with your state, whatever safety plans that you feel most important with you and your organization and your guests, we're there to help. So whatever you need help with, we will follow whatever different orders, whatever different precautions, whatever different
guidelines.
There you go. Guidelines. Guidelines that you want to set in to make sure and ensure the safety of yourself and your guests as well, to make sure everybody feels comfortable and still has fun, because that's the important thing about events, is to have fun, collect money for what you're doing, and then to be able to use those funds to be able to give back to your community. And we want to say thank you so much for watching and joining us. Thank you, most importantly, for all the hard work that you do to give back to your community. And please feel free to contact us at any time. We can help any kind of questions. You can hit us up at help@biddingbuddies.net, or we have a little chat box on our website at biddingbuddies.net that we can help answer any questions. We can set up a call with you, kind of work through what might be the best options and go from there. So thank you again for taking time with us. Next, you're going to see our little presentation, and then we look forward to working with you.
Yes.
See ya.
Hey guys, welcome to Bidding Buddies virtual fundraising presentation. We're just going to go over a couple different slide examples that you could use in your own presentation, all that you can use during your virtual event. So the first slide is your opening screen, and that's where you can display any kind of message you'd like to include prior to your fundraising presentation. It could be pictures, it could be a video, it could literally be whatever you want. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, next in your slideshow, you can create a slideshow for us to upload to your virtual fundraising presentation with any kind of content you would like to communicate to your audience. Here are just a couple examples of some things that you could use in creating your slides. So you could use information about your organization. You could create a slide for your mission. Here in a second, you're going to see some different slides for example sponsor ads or logos. You can do pictures. You'll see a slide example highlighting your staff. So our next slide here is going to give you an example of highlighting your platinum sponsor. Even though you aren't having an in-person event, you can still give those sponsors the love they need in your virtual fundraising event. The next slide here is your gold sponsors. So you don't have to just do one slide per sponsor. You could create many slides for the different levels of sponsorships that you have as well. And then finally, you'll see here we've highlighted some of the staff for this different nonprofit, so that way they can get recognition through the slides too. You could also have one of your staff members talk over and introduce everybody via the slide as well.
All right, next is live streaming. At any point during your presentation, you can check in on a live broadcasting camera via Facebook Live, Zoom, or your mobile bidding provider. Some examples of things that you could include in your live broadcast would be watch parties, a live auctioneer auctioning off live auction items, guest speakers is really popular, raffle drawings. Everybody loves raffles. And then you can also check in on your thermometer. So you can still ask for donations and people can see their names and lights in real time.
Yeah, and then finally, another thing that you can include in your virtual fundraising presentation is a pre-recorded video. So you'll see an example of a pre-recorded video that we did after our live streaming example that you'll see. And some different examples of some pre-recorded videos you could include is a mission video or impact video, just like you would have had at your in-person event. Of course, a thank you message. You can have a message from your executive director, also messages from your beneficiaries, or if you just wanted to offer a little class to, get a little bit of fun in your event, you could do that as well. So we will show you soon our example of our live streaming.
It's Ashley from Chicago.
Hi, it's Kristen from Indianapolis. We just wanted to take a little bit of time and show you an example of what it's like if you wanted to live stream a portion of your events. You can live stream your auctioneer, auctioning off live items. You can check in with different watch parties throughout the whole process, whether it be an all virtual event or whether it be a hybrid event where you do it in person but want to check in on watch parties from home. You could do raffle drawings this way, have your guest speakers showing if you wanted to do a band. Really anything that you would do in your event, you can do it from virtual live streaming just from a camera. So whether it be your live streaming from Facebook, YouTube, your mobile bidding platform, your OBS platform, Zoom, really anything, you have the capability to be able to check in with other people, be able to do anything you would have done in your virtual fundraising event or your live fundraising events and be able to live stream it out to everybody. So you can then reach more people. You can check in on your fundraising throughout the whole process. We can throw a little donation thermometer up there. Maybe you just want an amount, check in on the people and the process throughout the whole event. So we just wanted to take some time and show you a little bit of how that all works from different places. And then next, you're going to check out a pre-recorded video that we can also add into your presentation to show you how that all works too. So we will see you soon.
Bye. Thank you so much for joining us live today. If you have any more questions, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Hopefully this got your creative juices flowing. Or you could also find us on biddingbuddies.net and hit that contact us button.
And remember, this is an example of a presentation, virtual fundraising that you can do in lieu of your in-person events, or you can add it to your hybrid event as well. And they're great ways to raise money during a greater time of need right now. And again, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to helping you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.